So in polygon law of vector addition, we will be following general way of addition only, general way of adding vectors only. So we will be taking the total number of vectors we will take. From the total number of vectors, we will add first two vectors first. We will be adding first two vectors, then we will be getting one resultant. So out of that resultant and third vector will be taken. So these two vectors will be added, we will be getting like this. Then the fourth vector and the resultant vector will be taken. Okay, so these two will be added and we will be getting one more resultant, right? Simply, instead of doing all this directly, we can do if four vectors are given. So we don't need to go with all this. Directly we will be taking, we will be adding all of them. Tail of this next vector will be brought to head of the vector and we will be joining all of them. Then finally what do we do? Tail of the first vector and head of the last vector will be added. So that will be the resultant of all the vectors. Okay. So this is whatever we have done here. This is only we call it as polygon law of vector addition. Polygon law of vector addition. I'll show you one better diagram for this. Okay. So instead of this, I'll show you one better diagram. Just hold on. Right. Polygon law, right? So this I'll show. I'll in here. So this is how we add vectors. Right. So here a vector is there. OA is a vector and OB is B vector. So addition of these two is OB. Line is giving us these two vectors resultant. Same way OA, AB, BC, CD, DE. Up to E there are some vectors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vectors are there. So addition of all these 5 vectors, how it will be? Directly this. Adding this O and E will give us the resultant. So total we have 5 vectors. So 5 vectors if we want to add, directly we will be drawing a line from first starting point to the last vector head. That will give us the resultant, right? So that is how we do polygon law of vector addition. And the same thing I have given you in notes also, right? Now in this, directly what we write, if we want to write resultant, the given example, for the given example, so R is equals to, R bar is equals to, what do we write? R bar is equals to A bar plus B bar plus C bar plus D bar plus E bar, right? So that is what addition of all the vectors. Now, in terms of vector addition only I am writing, I am not writing magnitude of this. Okay. Now, so what we are having here, OA bar plus AB bar plus BC bar plus CD bar plus DE bar. So all these lines if we add, we will get OE bar, right? So that is what our result is. Now, in this, resultant of two unequal vectors cannot be 0. That has to be remembered. If two unequal vectors, if it is there, the resultant cannot be 0. Suppose the vector is there, one more vector is there in this fashion. If we add them, they cannot be 0. But the resultant of two equal vectors, if it is there equal, then their resultant may be 0, right? So may be 0, not always true. That means if both are in the opposite direction, the resultant will become 0. That is what I mean. Okay. So I am just giving you some extra information about addition of vectors. If two unequal vectors, if it is there, their resultant never be 0. And if two equal vectors, if it is there, their resultant may be 0. Right. So these points I have covered in notes also. Right. That is about all complete information about polygon law of vector addition. Here, these sides we will take it as n minus 1 sides. Total n sides of polygon if it is there. How many total sides here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here our n value is 6. So n minus 1 sides polygon if it is there, the nth side will be the resultant of that polygon. That is what the statement will come under polygon law of vector addition. Right? So that is all about the polygon law of vector addition. Next we will move with the subtraction of vectors. So simple. However, we have added vectors, same way we will be doing subtraction also. Okay. So for this, we need to know one simple concept. Already we have learnt in basics of vectors, that is a negative vector. So suppose if we have two vectors. So I have a vector a bar. Just a minute, I will take it here. So I have a vector a bar, and one more vector is there like this b bar. Okay. Now, so a bar vector and b bar vector. So these two vectors are there. Now, so how do we add them? Generally, general way of add. So we will add them generally. So we will be adding them generally. The same vector law of addition we will be making. So we will be taking resultant of these two will be in this particular direction, diagonal, right? So according to parallelogram law, diagonal, in this way the resultant will be, right? So resultant, no, I will change color and write so that it will be easy for us to differentiate. So this is the resultant of these two vectors, right? Now, so in this way the resultant will be resultant of the vector A and the vector B. Now, so here we are not here to add the vectors. So this R bar, if I write, R bar is what? A bar plus B bar. In terms of vector addition, I have written. Now, if these two vectors, if I want to go with subtraction, what do we do? The vector which has to be subtracted. Suppose if B vector I wanted to subtract, suppose. Then what do we do? Negative vector of B we have to take. Negative vector means what? Which is in opposite direction is taken as a negative vector, right? So this is our negative vector of B. So negative vector of B will be opposite direction to, same magnitude will be there and it will be in opposite direction of vector B. Now, so in this, so what we do again, we will go with the same method, right? So this vector and A bar will be added. So this is what now, so this vector is B bar only, but negative sign it will have. Now A bar and minus B bar, that negative vector of B, if we add, we will get a resultant. Okay, so that resultant will be our subtraction of vector. Now, so that means in the same way how we have added two vectors, the same method is followed here. Okay. Now in this we will be taking negative vector and we will be adding it. That's all. So generally R bar is equals to A bar plus B bar we have written. So here R bar is equals to what we are writing? When we are adding these two vectors, R bar is equals to A bar plus this vector also we are adding, that vector is what? Minus B bar. So when we are adding them, what do we get? A bar minus B bar we got. So this resultant is what? R bar is equals to A bar minus B bar. Right? So this is how we add a negative vector. Adding of negative vector only we are calling it as a subtraction. Right? So if we want to subtract any vector from a vector, then negative vector of that vector has to be taken and we will be adding them. General way of adding only, but that negative vector we are adding, so it will go into subtraction part. Right? So that is how we do subtraction of vectors. And I will show you the exact diagram clearly. Just a minute. Just hold on. Now, so this is how we take subtraction of vectors, and we can apply this in the resultant formula also. Magnitude if you want to write. Suppose the angle between first two vectors A bar and B bar is what? Theta if it is. Now the angle between A bar and B bar will be 180 minus theta, because this total is 180, and from 180 if we subtract this, the remaining angle we will get. Okay, so 180 minus theta we will be taking, right? Now based on that we can find out resultant formula also. R if we do, so what do we get? Resultant of this R bar, square root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos 180 minus theta we will get. Cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. So the resultant, whatever we get here, I will write the formula. R formula is what? If this is a resultant vector addition, vector magnitude of that will be what? r bar is equals to, so square root of a square plus b square. So total minus b square I am doing, so b square only will get. So 2ab cos theta. Theta is what? This angle between a bar and minus b bar. That is what? 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta we will get. Cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. So we will get a square plus b square plus 2ab into minus cos theta. It will become minus 2ab cos theta we will get. Okay. Now in this, what we can write? So a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta we got when we are subtracting two vectors. Same way we can take angles also. What is this angle? Alpha 1 is when we are adding vectors. So the angle between resultant vector and the horizontal vector. Here also the resultant vector and horizontal vector is alpha 2 I am considering. Okay. Alpha 2 also we can make in the same way. Opposite side by adjacent side we will be taking when we are taking tan alpha. Same, how did we get there? B sin theta by a plus b cos theta we have done there. Here also we will get a b sin. So I don't have space here. I will be writing in the next page. So already when we are taking the angle tan alpha, there we have written tan alpha is equals to b sin theta by a plus b cos theta we have written. Angle between the resultant vector and the vector A. So why we are taking this angle is, in what direction the resultant is there, if they ask, we will go with this. So here additions I am taking, for addition of a bar and b bar I have taken angle is alpha 1. For subtraction a bar and minus b bar I have taken it as alpha 2. So tan alpha 2 is equals to, same formula I will be using, b sin, but theta value became 180 minus theta, okay, by a plus b cos 180 minus theta we got, right? Now in this, so cos 180 minus theta already we have just now we have written, that is minus cos theta, and sin 180 minus theta is sin theta only. So b sin theta by a minus cos theta I will be getting here, a minus b cos theta, sorry, cos theta we will be getting. This is angle between sorry, alpha 2, it is angle between the a bar vector and the resultant vector in case of subtraction. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Just a minute.